The way we've been doing this, and it seems to have worked out so far, is I have tried to identify someone to actually draw the questions out of the basket. So no one thinks I'm trying to avoid some questions and just take other questions. So let's start by, in the first couple of rows, raise your hand if you think you wildly disagree with me on everything in regards to government. Okay, right there. You win. Yeah. We're going to give you the basket, and you're going to draw the questions out. Once you draw a question out, you can sit back down. You don't have to stand up here. We won't make you stand up the whole time. And once you draw a question, just hand it to Bob, and Bob will walk it up to me. And if you're here, we're going to answer your question. When I read your name, if it's an internet question and the person's not here, we will put that aside and try to answer their question by email or letter, because I don't think it's fair to you that have come to get question and answers of people who are not here. When I call your name, you are welcome to stand up and ask the question yourself. Or if you'd rather, I can read what you've written on your piece of paper. It's completely your choice. And if I call on you and your question's already been asked by someone else, you're free to think of another question you might want to ask at that point in time. Okay? Sound fair?
Yes.
Everybody on board?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Now, I'm a little worried because this looks really long, the first one. So I would ask if you've got a lot of, we've got a lot of people here, and we want to get to as many people as possible. If you've written down more than one question, I would ask you to pick one and ask that so we can try to get to as many different people as possible. But this is from Linda Porak from Columbia. Linda, are you here? Linda, there you are. Okay. Would you like to stand up and ask? First of all, I have not been bussed here, and I'm not being paid to be here. Let me tell you, just because I know the reason you make that comment, and I hope you noticed that at the very moment that began being said, I said that is wrong. The people out there that are really concerned about this are great, patriotic Americans that have a very strong opinion about this, and it is grassroots and it is real. None of it is fabricated. None of it is made up. And I have said that clearly, I believe, from day one. So please know that anyone who tried to diminish how strongly you may feel about this by trying to pretend that this is being manufactured by lobbyists or K Street or whatever, I think they're wrong about that. Some health care reform is necessary, but not all health care needs to be controlled by politicians instead of me and my doctor. Our country needs less government control instead of more. Inefficiency has already been proven by the Medicare and Medicaid plans. Go slowly with a plan to assist those who need assistance. Total health care reform represents another huge power grab to me. I don't like the direction our country is going. I'm very fearful of loss of freedoms, not just health care, but all freedoms. I do not trust any of our government anymore. Government has a hand in banking, home loans, automobile manufacturing. By the way, people are shouting because nobody in Washington, D.C. is listening. Why don't you have meetings in the evening so more gainfully employed people can attend? Some workers do not have vacation days and can't afford to lose a day's pay. These people pay for representation also. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't want to take too long with each one because I want to get to as many questions as possible. Let me say a couple of things. First of all, we schedule town halls all times of the day, evening, morning, afternoon. We're going to do one later this afternoon at a time that people can come as they get off work. I'm trying to get as many places as I can. And it's hard to do that always at times that are not during the workday. And frankly, in this situation, we couldn't have handled it anymore. We would have had to turn people away. I get the government part that people are very distrustful right now. That's one of the reasons I'm here. I think it's really important for me to be here and show my respect and show that it's my job to listen to you. I know that when we started trying to do things with the economy, it felt like that we were interfering too much. I will make a prediction. We have gotten back a significant amount of the TARP money that was invested in the financial sector with interest. And I do think that you're seeing, I think we've seen the worst. We're coming out of it. There's still a long way to go. There's still a lot of pain out there. But the good news is the money is now being paid back. There's a steady stream of money coming back with interest. So I know we haven't done everything right or perfectly. I know government is not as good at, I mean, we're great at our military, right? We're the best military in the world. Government knows that. There are a lot of things that government does do right. Supporting this community college, supporting public schools, our law enforcement in this community. There's a lot of things government does pretty darn good. There's a lot of things government doesn't do very well at all. And I think my job is to try to work every single day to make it work better. That I respect your opinions on this stuff, and I do get where you're coming from.